when I was in the 4th grade, we were asked to write a little paper by the teacher about what we wanted to be when we grew up. And my mother's father was what they now would term as a family practitioner. Back then they called them general practitioners. And I sort of liked his way he did things. He went fishing a lot, practiced medicine a lot. Wasn't around the house much. He kind of did like he wanted to do, and I kind of liked that. And I told my mother, I said, I think I want to be a doctor. And she said, great. Well, I said, well, you know, that sounded good. That went over real well. And so I followed that line for several years. And when I got a little bit older and realized that doctors had to go to school for a long time, I told my mother, and this was in high school sometime, I said, Mom, I think I'm going to be an engineer, because they just had to go to school 4 years. And she had a fit. and it was one morning before school, and I said, gee, many Christmas, I'm going to be late for school. And she's still throwing a fit about me not being a doctor. And I said, well, okay, I'll change my mind. I'll be a doctor. But when I lost my son died of leukemia. And he made me realize some things that were important that maybe I didn't realize. That there are things in life that are more important than a successful operation. And you know, a lot of times operations are successful, but patients die. And so he made me realize that it was important every day in the life of a patient, every day, and you know, not just that big moment when the operation is over and the life is preserved and things will get better. That every day gets to be important, and they're not all, you know, not all of them have happy endings, but they're still important. Their sororities have used to, I don't know whether they still do or not, but they used to go down to the beach, to the Gulf Coast, and they had all their parties and everything before school started. And so I was a freshman medical student, and my roommate was from Ole Miss, and he said, you know, all the sororities on the coast this weekend. So we went to the coast. and I met her on the beach, and didn't date her for about 3 or 4 years. She dated my roommate, and so I knew her well. And then when she was a senior and I was a senior, we met, and I think we dated for about 6 months. She's very good, very caring person, and she's been a lot to me, and we've been through some good times and bad times and successful times, and I'm fortunate to have somebody of that caliber to be my soulmate. And along the way, Dr. Thompson and I decided that we probably needed to have a wound center, but to get some of the wounds that we created out of the waiting room and someplace else. And plus the office is not a place to take care of wounds. And so we started that wound center over there, and fortuitously it fell right into line. So now I became the director of that, and I work a lot over there. And not only do I take care of wounds that need to have blood vessels fixed, I also take care of wounds that are created. And so it's an extension of vascular surgery, and I get to decide sometimes who people need to have better blood supply to their foot, and then some people that have had better blood supply that have lost a digit or got a sore that doesn't get well, I take care of them too. And it as it would be, I do get to play a predominant role in people's lives along the way, and so I think that we probably are put here to be servants to our fellow man, and as long as I can do that, I feel like I've got a role.